They claimed they would bring Volkswagen to Sri Lanka, but what we got was the Western Automobile Assembly Plant. Who owned the tyre factory in Horana, which was based on a purported foreign investment? Mangalayappa appointed as managing director of the Agency for Development, even though the bill to establish it was not passed. Southern Development Authority, which was repealed by the Divinaguma Act, gets a new chairman, Shirantha Herath. Google Loon crashes. Who is behind these failed projects?
Well, the Voice Against Corruption questions as to whether there was a suspicious transaction that took place with regard to the balloon project, which was to provide the entire country with free Wi-Fi service. Convener of the Voice Against Corruption, Vasantha Samarasinghe, said that issues have arisen with regard to an institution named Rama, which is involved in the project.
In February 2016, a balloon was launched with the promise of providing high-speed internet to the entire country using Wi-Fi technology. The balloon, which was launched under the guidance of the CEO of the Information and Communication Technology Agency of Sri Lanka, or ICTA, Muhundan Kanage, crashed in Gampola on the 17th of February 2016. As part of the Google Loon project, an agreement was entered into on the 29th of July 2015 in Colombo to launch 13 balloons in order to create 10,000 Wi-Fi zones. The agreement was signed by CEO of ICTA, Muhundan Kanage, and the Vice President of Google, Mike Cassidy. After the project was deemed a failure, it was revealed at a press conference convened on the 8th of April in Colombo that this project is being carried out under a program known as the Rama Project.
In the past, the government staged a massive performance saying that Google is coming to Sri Lanka and that a Google balloon will be launched and that the entire country will be provided with Wi-Fi services. Now that performance has come to an end. The balloon has crashed. There is no Google and there is no Wi-Fi. That is where the questions arise. Where are the people who were involved in this project? Even though they call this a Google project, now information has come to light that the name of this project is Rama. So who is Rama? Who are the directors of the Rama project? The government needs to inform the public as to what this Rama project is all about, a project that was launched under the guise of a Google project. They must inform the country about who the project directors are. The television and radio frequencies in this country are national resources and cannot be changed according to the whims and fancies of various people. Now the problem before us is what decisions will be taken with regard to television and radio frequencies in the country. This is a serious issue.
Meanwhile, on the 25th of October 2015, the Business Times supplement of the Sunday Times newspaper reported that the CEO of ICTA, Muhundan Kanage, had stated that he would resign from his post if the plan to include Sri Lanka into the project failed. While Muhundan Kanage still serves as the CEO of ICTA, his tenure is due to end on the 3rd of March 2017. While the Google Loon project that was launched under his leadership ended in complete failure, Acting Minister of Telecommunication and Digital Infrastructure, Tharanath Basnayaka, says that proposals have been made to extend Muhundan Kanage's term as CEO of ICTA until 2019. Basnayaka said that the proposal made by the Board of Directors will be presented to Subject Minister Harin Fernando, who is currently overseas, upon his arrival to the island. However, Secretary to the Ministry of Telecommunication and Digital Infrastructure, Vasant Deshapriya, notes that the ministry is not aware of such a proposal.
That institution has been gazetted under our ministry. It is an institute that has been registered under the 2003 Act as well as the Companies Act. The appointment of boards of directors for companies registered under this Act is outlined in the document titled Article of Associations. Article 109 states how a board of directors should be appointed. That states that the power to appoint a board of directors lies with the Secretary to the Treasury. That too should be done after obtaining the advice of the subject minister. This company has only 2 shares. Both shares are owned by the Treasury. Another question we have is how the Chief Executive Officer of this institution was appointed. Article 120 states that the power to appoint a CEO lies with the board of directors. That power has not been vested in the minister nor in me.
Meanwhile, a satellite television broadcasting firm belonging to Muhundan Kanage was shut down in 2006. In such circumstances, what procedure was followed when appointing him to such a high position in a state institution? When such institutions that depend on public coffers for its survival keep failing, How does one remain as the leader of such an institution? What exactly is the Rama project which is behind the Google Loon project? More revelations on this in the near future. Salaries paid for the managing director of the Agency for Development, which is yet to be legally established. Salaries paid for the chairman of the Southern Development Authority, which was repealed by Divinaguma. Allegations that Arjuna Mahendran, during his tenure as central bank governor, used over 60 million rupees. But where is the salary of the Auditor General who reveals such frauds?